So the event's going to be September 13th, 2017. We're going to have 18 holes of golf, and we have lunch with door prizes, and then also have holes that will be. We're trying to do this a little different. Usually, if you go to a golf event, they want to charge you $5,000 to sponsor a hole, and you bring so many people, or you pay $500 to have a team of 4 people come. We want this to be a free event, so to have people come to Payson so they can see Payson, take advantage of the golf course that we have, and then also at 3 of the holes we'll have it be sponsored basically by Payson City, and we'll have maybe planning and zoning do one hole where they can put up different things that are going on in Payson. And we have the mayor and city council be there to meet and greet people to come through the event, and then the city manager. And I was thinking Janine with the city manager, they could talk about events that are coming in Payson, things like that. So we'll showcase, this will be the showcase Payson. And what we want to do is, there's an invitation list. Well, let me finish with the holes. Each hole we're going to have a sponsored by somebody that has something to do with Payson, or we want them to have something to do with Payson. So there's a list there, and on the back there's some more lists of the ones we want to sponsor these holes. And basically all they have to do is have somebody there to talk to people and give a swag bag or something, just a little gifts away. So we aren't asking for money, but they'll be there, and we're showing them how much we appreciate them with their business in town, or somebody we're trying to get to come to town. I talked to UVU about this. They're already planning on bringing the force up to this golf event and sponsoring one of these holes. So I think it'll be a very good event for Payson to bring people here. And then some of the people we want to invite, just going down this list, would go ahead to the economic development part of the state, EDC Utah, World Trade Center, UVU, UDOT, and UTA. And when we have a list of businesses in Payson that we visit that are here in Payson that are either employ a lot of people, or they are a good tax base for us. So we want to have them involved, invite them, and we have some developers we want to invite. We have our county commissioners and Governor Herbert and Lieutenant Governor, and we got Mark Roberts and Dita Henderson, our Congress people, and we'd like to invite some media, Forest Service because of the Nebo Loop, Woodbury because they have the pit out there they're trying to develop, Nebo School District because we have a lot of ties with Nebo School District, Utah Tourism. So these are just some of the people we want to invite, and so we'll have each council person invite people that they would like to invite, and maybe some off this list, the ones that you know, but just let me know which ones you've talked to, and then they need to RSVP. The one thing I wanted to talk to the council about, one thing is if you have any suggestions on any way to do this, do it better, do it wiser, and then we wanted to talk about maybe some kind of budget for prizes and gifts. And Tracy, if you had time to put something together, do you have an idea for?
Yeah, I have. Do this one? Can I yell from here? Come on up. Come on. So when we talked about like something to give away, and this would cover like a cap for someone to give everyone that played in the event, and maybe a couple extra caps. This would also cover 3 teams. Winning prize money, which isn't very much, would be $50, $30, and $20 per person. And then 4 close to the holes and 2 long drives. And the total of that would come out to $2,090. Now, obviously, that can be changed if you eliminate the caps to give everyone that played in it, or that eliminates $1,500 of that. So you're looking at $2,100 to do it on the low end.
The low end, and I know the other day when we were talking about, you were talking about if we really want to do something good, we might be up to $10,000 or something like that to really make it.
Well, it just
plus revenue lost.
What's that? Plus revenue lost. Yes,
right.
everyone that comes does not pay anything,
right.
And it's But I guess it's just like a commercial or a billboard on the freeway. I mean, you know, it costs money to the city or the citizens, but you get people in your community to see what's here. That's the way you kind of have to look at it.
So, just looking over your list here, I would recommend that you put the hearts on here and people who are trying to sell land as whole sponsors.
That's great idea.
These people who are already here aren't necessarily trying to get people to buy their land and develop.
So I guess we need some guidance on budget. Prizes were maybe a couple $1,000, and we're trying to get somebody to do the lunch and the breakfast for us. So we probably won't have that expense, but hopefully. But
Arian?
what was that?
No.
Our insurance company that.
So what's our total budget then, 2,100, or are we talking about more than that?
I would probably.
How much
I'd
was our
up a
budget for
couple.
the economic development right now?
What's that?
What is our budget that we give to the
About
economic?
17,000.
We have 18,000. We didn't spend.
To the development committee, the
That's $1,100.
$1,100, that's what I'm asking.
No, it's 11, yeah, it's 1,100 of these guys.
Okay. And where do we spend all of that at?
We haven't spent much of that at
Oh,
all.
we spent it all last year.
We didn't spend all of the mayor's budget on it.
No. I'm
We
talking
spent
about-
$1,100. What we did is we rented some videos on branding and then we had taken people out to lunch and that were coming into town and so we spent. Then I just spent $77 to get these printed to give out. So we spent $1,100 for various things.
I think it's a great investment myself. I think we need to start branding our city, getting it out there. What better place to take these people than to take them up to Glasstown?
Okay, do we
So I'd kind of make a recommendation. Maybe we look around $5,000 and hopefully we can keep under that. But we wanted to have a good showing, as Tracy said, and that's on the cheap for what he's used to. He keeps telling me I don't know how to do this, so. And I don't,
No,
so.
I just say the people that you're inviting are used to being taken care of.
Right.
What, on that 13th, what is the day of the week? Is that
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
that one of your slower days?
Yeah, middle of the week, slower, yeah.
By the way, I don't know, I've reached out to the trust, but I haven't heard back from them, but that is the first day of the League of Cities and Towns, conference, if you plan on going to that. No, but what I was saying is we did spend some of our budget. I'll get with Sarah, look what we did, but as we do these budget amendments to do the carryovers, I was thinking maybe we carry that over so it wouldn't affect our current budget, but we'd have some money that was carried over that we could use for this tournament. And we'd have to let you know what's available. But that way it wouldn't cut into this budget that we just adopted, but it would have some money that we could carry over to help pay for this. If the council's willing to use that amount of money for this.
Okay, do we have a motion or
I was
discussion?
Direction, I guess.
Is there any?
Let's go with the motion
I
or
just,
direction.
one of the many reasons why we did the tour of Utah was advertising, and we spent $10,000 or so on it. I think this is another form of advertising. I don't know if we need to spend that much, but I look at it much the same way as we're advertising our city and getting it out to people, so.
Okay, well, we're spending money, let's make a motion on this.
I would propose that we approve a budget of $5,000 for this event.
Okay, we've got a motion, we have a second.
Can we do this without a public hearing?
No, we're gonna have to do a budget amendment.
Okay, I was gonna say,
I'm just saying, if they're giving us direction to spend that, we're gonna have to go.
So you're
okay,
taking.
okay.
Well, we're making a motion to give them direction.
So this is a motion for
Right, for direction.
Alright, okay, we got a motion and a second. Any other discussion? For motion to direct staff, correct?
Exactly.
Yes, we're
Okay.
gonna have to find that money.
Any other discussion? Mike?
Aye.
Alright,
I,
okay, motion carries. Alright, can we have a, motion to go out of council into closed
There's one more
session? Oh, yeah, you got one more.
we've had a discussion about this before. It's about trying to bring a 75-room hotel to Payson. It's Cobblestone Hotels. And so we talked about an incentive. We talked about two different scenarios, and we've kind of been working with the school district and the county, and it's good to know that both of them, they haven't passed anything, but both of the county and the school district said they would be very interested in going along with this, helping us do this. So that's a good thing. The reason I bring this back up here is because a couple of things. One is that when we talked about the incentive to this group, we talked about it. The first one I kind of brought up was $500,000, and they talked about Morgan doing $1.2 million. They talked about somebody else in Utah doing $1.3 million, and so we went back and talked about this in our economic development committee, and we talked about, this is kind of where we want to be, but maybe we could raise this about 10% and show them that we're not just giving things away, but we're just trying to be wise with our money and things. So I came up with another scenario here, and I haven't passed the county or the school district, but I want to go through here first, and I think they'll be fine with it from the discussions that we've had. But until they actually vote, who knows? But what I did is just changed it up a little bit, added a couple more years for Payson on the tax increment, so the money that the increase that we would get, giving them back 50% for a couple of years, and then changing the third and fourth year to 75% instead of 50%. And just added a few years on we get a transit tax and a sales tax, and just going a couple of years, 4 years longer on half of that, and changing it up just a little bit on the percent on the first 6 years. So basically, what Payson would be giving out back to the hotel would be $191,000, but during that 10 years, but we would be receiving $257,000, and that's if nothing was built there. If something was built there and they didn't have the incentive, 3 or 4 years down the road, we're gonna get some money anyway. So, but if nothing's built for 10 years, we'd gain about $60,000. Plus, if you have a hotel that has a lot of beds and people come stay there, there's a lot of turnover and more dollars that go back into the economy, not just what happens with the hotel. And so the total amount that basically we'd be giving them is $650,000. Most of that will be coming from the school district. So, I just wanted to pass that and see if we're on track here, and see if you have any comments or anything.
Any comments or motion?
What percentage from the school district? Do you know?
Well, they're doing the same percent that we are for years 1 through 4. They'll be doing 100% of their tax increment, and then years 1 through 2 would be 100%. Years 3 through 4 would be 75% of tax increment for them, and the county would be doing the same, and we'd be doing the same for those first 4 years.
I'm gonna put somebody on the spot. Sarah,
Yeah.
I want your opinion of this.
Sorry, I wasn't listening.
Oh, really?
So,
On this incentive for the hotel,
Sorry, what?
the incentive, tax
I
incentive
think
for the
you're
hotel.
kidding, because I wasn't listening, and I'd have to look at the numbers, but,
Okay.
sorry.
Any other discussion? Or do we have a motion?
so what was the percentage of property tax? You looked at it earlier today. How much does the city keep?
100 and some.
10% on property taxes?
Okay, so the overall property tax,
10%.
10%. So this costs the city $65,000.
But if you look at the second line down, or the second one, proposal 1, That's how much.
I'll see proposal one, which one?
It's just, so you got proposal one, and then you got then the second in the middle right here. This is the cost of Payson.
Oh, okay.
You can see how much that property tax. So 100% of the property tax would be $10,920 on a $9 million project. So it's not that much. Then our biggest thing is the room and sales tax would be $24,000. So that's where we're giving more, and the county's giving more. Where the school district mostly gives it up on, they just give it up on property tax. So the first year, $10,000 for property tax, and then $24,000 for the room and sales tax. We'll still get some of that room and sales tax the first 2 years even, but not 100% of it.
Do we have to decide on this tonight?
No, I just wanted to let you know and see, make sure we're kinda on the same track, because we won't vote on this till we get a seat. Well,
What the next step will be is they gotta identify their land, and then once they identify their land, we can do it as CDA, but we have to have the land identified, and we do a CDA, go through the budget, then we start presenting this to the school district, to the city, and to the county, and then they vote on it, so it's just a process. I just wanna make sure we're on track.
This is just basically informational.
Right. And see, make sure nobody has heartburn about it.
Okay. All right. Any other discussion? If not, can we get a motion to go out here and go into public hearing on a personnel closed session on personnel?
Move we go to closed session.
We got a motion?
I'll second it.
Okay, we got a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, we will reconvene here in 4 minutes. Kick everybody else out, and thank you for coming.